Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today, we're back for another round of the modded Mage series. Now let's start by talking about the thing that's pretty much on everybody's mind right now. That insane charity event that we had yesterday. I wanted to kickstart the episode by talking about it really quick. And just say, once again, thank you for the amazing turnout. Almost $8,000 raised in under 2 hours. That's genuinely insane. Thank you to Relogic for such a high donation. Of course, a huge thank you to Chaos for being my partner in crime and joining me on the adventure. Without him, it would not have ran as smoothly. It's definitely a two-man operation, and I picked the best person for it. He's also been working on the world that all of the people got as a reward, so once it's done, it will be sent your way. Thank you for getting that reward. Thank you to Crabbar for coming on and doing a very quick interview and also giving a pretty large donation himself. And thank you to T. You rickrolled nearly 2,000 people and I love you for it. It was amazing. The whole event was so good. So thank you if you came out. Sorry if I missed maybe reading your donation or I missed one of your messages. It was mind-blowing how hectic the whole thing is. So I said at the very end that I would take a couple of days off to basically get back on the mend. I'm feeling a little bit better today, and I did want to play some Terraria. So I'm back. It might not be as long of an episode, but it is what it is. So hey, hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and washing your hands. One of the highlights for me was 100% showing you all how I wash my hands. We opened up with a 4.5 minute clip of me washing my hands, and you may be wondering, was that footage looped? You know, was there some trickery there? No, I knew how long the intro was going to be because I recorded the audio beforehand. So I said to Court, I was like, right, I'm going to need you to film me washing my hands, but we're going to need to do it for 4.5 minutes. So that's why it was so long, and that's why it looked the way it did. Yeah, it was a very long time to wash your hands. I tell you what, my hands are kind of dry because of it now. You would think that with all the extra moisture, even better. But no, not quite. So what are we doing today then? Well, since I don't feel great, I am feeling a lot better though, which is why I'm recording today. I do feel better, not perfect, but better. We're going to be doing the Brimstone elemental grinding. I knew that I needed to get this boss fight out the way, so I thought rather than staying in bed today, I'll hop on the computer and do a few attempts. So this is going to be our first try with some of the Calamity buffs. I didn't want to overdo it, so we're using all of the vanilla ones that we'd normally use, but we've also added in Cadence, Yaram Stimulants, and the Photosynthesis Potion to just help out a little bit. And then other than that, nothing's really changed. I guess I've got a fresh perspective because it's been a couple of days. But I'm really glad because if we get this one out the way, we already have all the stuff for the next boss fight, which is the Grim Harvest from Thorium. I think that's its name. Basically, oh no wait, it's called the Lich. I'm pretty sure you use a Grim Harvest sigil to spawn it in. I think that's it. Right, so I think what we'll do today is we'll have a couple of silent fights. We'll see. As long as I keep my talking to kind of a minimum and I don't keep going for 10 minutes, I feel like my lungs feel perfect. They feel great. So I'll try to keep that in mind. But guys, if you are new around here, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button. We also have the membership program, so take a little look at the join button and see if there's any rewards there that might interest you. And if you like today's video, give it a big fat thumbs up. There you go. Good YouTuber time. Got that out the way nice and early. Right, let me buff up. Let me heal up. And then we'll get into this. I've got good... I feel like I've got a good chance today. I feel like luck is on my side. Alright, look. Why didn't any of you warn me, right? I didn't think this was the Masochist mode playthrough. Why did nobody tell me about the lasers? Not a single one of you. not any of you told me, oh, just so you know, it will have lasers. My God. If you couldn't make that fight any harder, you had to add in the Moonlord laser. Man, that takes me back so much. Well, the fight went good, but I feel like there was definitely one phase of the fight where I needed to move more. It was basically the one where it stays stationary and the things go like this. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Because I was being quite slow with the rest of the fight, and that was really helping out, being slow, being careful. But in that phase, I needed to move, and I wasn't kind of getting the hint. So I think if I try and master that phase for a little bit, maybe we can get a little bit better at the rest of it. I can't wait till we can upgrade this. Can we upgrade this now, actually? Because it gets to a point where you can basically change it so that it has... Alright, it's post-Moonlord. Where you can have the hotkey for it. Because I think a hotkey would help me out a lot with that. But, yeah, you can't make the upgrade, right? What are you going to do? I knew this would be an intense day of practice, so, you know, I'm kind of gunning for it now. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm just going to keep practicing today. This is a nice way to get better. Yeah, it is. That and eating soup and all that good stuff. I do have cans of soup. I might have some soup later. Ooh, that actually already sounds good. Nice bit of tomato soup. Got some bread left over. Oh, it's good. Oh, my God. Now I'm starving. I actually am. Oh, no. Alright, so just to edit this in real quick, this is the phase I'm talking about, this one, where it stays stationary. That didn't last that long, but that was the phase where I'd let it hit me like 2-3 times, so I was just basically wasting a bunch of health on it. So I think if I can try and get that phase out of the way, then at least maybe I'll have a little bit more health for some of the later phases. Alright, this is it, look. This one here. This is the one where you've actually got to move on, it seems. This laser, by the way, is mad. I don't know if you've seen how it decides to fire, but it is so random. So do you get this phase all the way through the fight for the rest of it now, or...? Alright, okay. It seems like a temporary thing. Alright, that's cool. I'm glad it's not the whole thing. That would have messed me up a little bit. I mean, I'm still not doing great. Like, I could be doing better. Look. At least that phase there, the one I keep running into, only does 50 damage in its current state. Oh god, it's the laser. The laser's so random. Look at it then. What's it doing? Oh, I guess it decided to go up. So is there a method to this? Is it like, whoa, homing in? Or do you just have to be quick? Either way, it is cool. I'm kind of glad we got it. Oh, wow. So you can actually outrun the laser for a little bit if you're kind of bad at it like me. It's kind of interesting, that, at least. At least you can do that. That makes it a bit easier. Alright, so I died, but as you can see, 21%. So definitely better. There are probably improvements I can make. I think in terms of buffs, maybe we'll chuck on a few extra buffs. Am I getting the right of these? Alright, I probably need some more of these as well. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll add an extra buff or maybe 2. We'll see. So which ones can we add? I don't think I want Fab Sol's vodka. Maybe this one for later in the fight. Maybe. I think maybe that is actually it. Summons an aura of electricity that electrifies and slows down enemy. Does not work on bosses. Okay. Enemy contact damage is reduced, but the lower their health, the more it is reduced. So I wonder if that works on bosses. This is all very interesting. It's kind of nice. I don't think I've seen some of these, or they've been resprited. So this is an actual Calamity one. Increases jump height, jump speed, and blah blah blah. So I guess these are probably the only ones I'm getting, right? Like, I don't think I can get any more. These are all like the ones that say Alchemist mod. And the cheesy ones. But there are but I don't know if you've been around the channel for a long time, so I'll say this if you haven't been around for forever. The reason why these say non-Calamity buffs is because I used to use them, and basically it messed up the progression a lot of Calamity. And it was me just being a moron and not realizing that they were the cheesy ones. But I like cheesy buffs. You know, they're good, right? Everybody loves a cheesy one. I'm not trying to say that, you know, cheesy ones are bad. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I'm trying not to go overboard. But I could do with some of those. All right, I didn't grab the mana ones. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, we might actually do it. Avoid the Moonlord laser. Hell yeah, boys. Do you know what? Do you know what did it in the end? Adrenaline. I didn't even know I was close to adrenaline. I looked up and I was like, oh, that looks really full. I was like, maybe I've left it for a while. And then I heard the little clink and I was like, it's on, right? It's that little moment. Do you know where in Endgame, Thanos realizes Iron Man's got the gauntlet? It was like that in my head. I was like, boom. Oh, it's gone. I love it. Brimstone Elemental. We'll see you later. You were the thickest of boys, but you are gone. Right, so we got the Godly Brimlance. Very nice. This is cool. It looks like it's extending out of your arm. We got the Charred Relic. Contains small amounts of brimstone. We got the Gehenna. Drops brimstone fireballs from the sky occasionally. We got the Abaddon, which you turn into something else. But what we really got, lads, is bragging rights. We've done it. The scent of broken promise, pain, and eventual death is heavy in the air. Brimstone Elemental, the most powerful of the elementals, bent on exacting revenge upon the bloody inferno that demolished her home. Finally put to rest, she will suffer no longer from the grief caused by the deaths of her people. Place in your inventory to improve the Inferno potion effect. I tell you what, somebody tried to comment yesterday saying that it's now part of the lore that she's so annoyed because of being called thick. I was hoping to see that. I feel a little let down. I didn't really believe it, but it would have been great. Okay, so this turns into, is it the Yaram Sigil? Or it's the Asgard's Valor. This is something that, yeah, everybody's got to craft at some point. This thing is it's banging. So we'll be making that eventually. We need a Cause of Calamity, which is a post-Plantera, I'm fairly certain, because you need ectoplasm to make the cause. Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, we really just did that for bragging rights. But I am interested to see what this Charred Relic is. Oh, it's equipable. So what is it? Is it a little... Oh, look at you. You're cute. You're cute. What do we get rid of? The Gatto egg? Yeah, I'm all right with that. So I haven't spoke about this in a while, but do you guys remember I was doing Lent? This year it was sweets and chocolate. Really excited because that runs out tomorrow. And I'm going to be honest with you. Usually I get through Lent not really caring all that much. But the day before, oh, it's always the worst. That's how it feels today. Oh, we got a Devil's Dagger. So I did see this in my inventory earlier. It's just that I didn't really do anything with it. Let's have a little look at this. Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. Upgraded magic dagger. For some reason, I saw it and just thought, oh, it'll be rogue. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're going to make the Grim Harvest Sigil. Now, my assumption is it probably wants us to... use hallowed armor on this one. But I don't think we'll need it. Let me just have a little look real quick. So yeah, Brimstone Elemental has been defeated. I'm going to just quickly Google what the next set of armor is, because I actually don't know, and I think we might need it at some point. So what I'm going to do is, live on camera, is I'm going to Google Calamity Armor, and when I write it into Google, I always have to remember, oh yeah, it's American, so it doesn't have the U in the word, which throws me off every time. So we've had Aerospec, we've had Statagel, we've had this one, which is Daedalus. So the next one is Brimflare Armor. So Brimflare is made of Ashes of Calamity and some Unholy Cause. Okay, so that would mean that Calaminus is probably up next. Let's have a little look at that. So yeah, right, you've got the Lich here. and then it'll be Calamitous. I feel like this is going to be a really tough fight. So what I'm going to do for Calamitous, and I remember this from last time, basically, I'm going to build a bridge through the majority of the world. I think I'll probably start it here, and then build it all the way through here, like all the way through there. We'll probably get rid of some of these sky ones just to make it look a little bit better. And then I'll probably do it all the way to here. Because I remember I fought a few different versions of Calamitous. There was one where you needed like a nice, consistent, long platform. But then I'm fairly certain I had one fight where it needed a little bit more circling. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, we've only got a couple of minutes until night time. So let's go and grab our buffs. I'm fairly certain, yeah, Young Brewer's over here. How you doing, buddy? Can I buy from you a couple of brews? I'll buy one of these. I will buy one of these and one of these. Now, I'm not going to be using Calamity buffs right now because I'm using a Calamity weapon, Calamity armor. I think that'll probably keep the balance all right. There is one thing I needed to do. My clothy ears moved back in. He's over here. I don't know if you can tell, but I've had a little voodoo doll in here for a while. See you later, mate. Yeah, I'm looking for James the clothy ear. So whenever we see a clothy ear, he's got a very low life expectancy. Let's just put it that way. All right, so it's almost time. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but one of the best things to come out of the stream was actually a very small message from Relogic. Now, take what you want from this, right? Could have been all talk, could have not been all talk, but Relogic did say the release date for 1.4 is coming soonish. Now, usually they say soon, so that could be pretty big. Just wanted to throw that out there. Senex actually said on Twitter that it was Lilith running the account that day. Lilith is their very young daughter, if you didn't know. So I don't know. That could be worth looking out for. Thought I'd bring it up because that could be pretty cool. All right, let's do the Lich. Can't remember if the Lich is actually that hard, but we will see. Make sure to turn off Yaram's stimulant. Actually, real quick, we got a little bit of time. If this fight actually ends up being all right. I'm going to go grab a shiny boy and a night owl, just so you guys at home can watch a little bit easier if you're watching on a mobile device. And I tell you what, talking about mobile, my god, have you guys played the new mobile update? So they added controller support in, and I actually genuinely love it. You know that I'll talk, rubbish about mobile if I don't like it. I have done for years, but I love the mobile version of Terraria now. And I think they've got the control scheme better than it is on console. They've added a combo button. So like the RB button on an Xbox controller mixed with A is quick heal. I love that. Combinations is a really neat feature. I can't believe it took so long to add combinations. I mean, I never thought of it. I don't think many people thought to add them in. But it's so much better for it. So if you haven't already played that, go and check it out. If you've got an Xbox controller around and you're like, oh, I want to play mobile Terraria. It works with a PlayStation 4 controller, I'm pretty sure, and it works with a lot. So just, keep it in mind. Oh, I remember this boss. This is the boss with the raining pillars down. I will be real with you. I think it's because when I play Calamity, I die a lot more often than I do in Thorium, right? Makes sense. I think everyone would agree that Calamity is definitely harder than Thorium. But with that being said, because I die so often, I feel like I know the bosses really, really well. But with Thorium, because it's usually pretty chill, especially when I'm using Calamity stuff on a Thorium boss, I really do struggle to remember some of it. Right, what do we get? We got the Grim Hood. It's a vanity item. It looks kind of cool. I like it. Just the one eye. Looks like Leela from Future Armor. So we did get a new mage weapon. We also got some soul bombs. Now these look fun. These just look fun in general. We got the Lich's Gaze. I remember this. So if you press the special ability key, you'll guarantee throwing critical strike chances for 10 seconds. And then afterwards there is a penalty. We got some Cursed Cloth. Now I feel like the Cursed Cloth makes a Bard armor set. Let's have a little look. Let's see if my memory's actually alright. So this is the Lich's set. Oh, it's throwing. Okay, throwing, right. So I got that one. I was almost there. I knew it made armor. Oh wait. How long have I had this on like this? How long's that been like that for? Hopefully just a few seconds. Okay, cool. And we also got the Pumpkin Moon Medallion. Does this spawn at night? Yeah, it does. Should we do a little bit Pumpkin Moon? May as well. Just to round off today. Because like I said, it won't be a particularly long episode. But yeah, I am feeling loads better. For those wondering what was wrong with me, because I didn't really talk about it in the community post. Basically, it started a couple of nights ago. And, you know, I kind of shrugged it off. But it started with a fever. And then I had body aches. And then I had a tight chest and shortness of breathing. But that only lasted like 2 days. And like even during one of those days, I streamed in the morning. But I was saying during it, I feel a bit off. It's why I actually ended it when I ended it. Because I was feeling pretty rough. But then yesterday it was, you know, the chest was more painful. But then today it's all kind of eased off. Like I don't have the fever or the body aches really. You know, they're just a little bit there. And then my chest tightness is loads better. So I don't know. I don't know what it was. But I feel like I'm definitely on the mend now. Which is nice, you know. I did expect to wake up and feel even worse. But it's one of those things where, do you know sometimes, do you know when you get ill? And a couple of days after being ill, you still feel off. Like something just doesn't feel right. Maybe it's the lack of going outside for a couple of days. Maybe the diet changes. I don't know. But your body just feels just a little bit off. Well, I woke up today not feeling off. I felt great. But I had these other little symptoms, but they were just kind of like mild annoyances. So it's nice to feel right as rain. You guys were so kind as well. There's such a lovely little audience here. You guys are genuinely so nice. So have these been buffed up in Revengeance mode? I feel like they've got so much health. Like 30,000 health. It's quite a lot, right? Man, we're weak. At what point are you meant to do Pumpkin Moon, actually, on the boss checklist? I feel like it's not now. Oh, wow, it is. Well, it's after Plantera. Post-Plantera. Well, I don't feel so bad about leaving this thing. Because I think I'll bail on this for now. So, guys, a massive thank you for your support yesterday. It was incredible. A big thank you for checking out the video today as well. Hopefully, you guys don't mind me doing a bit of a short one. Massive shout out to all the members that are flying across the screen right now. You're awesome. If you do want to become a member and have your name in the video, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button, or you can use the link at the top of the description. And you can join this list of truly awesome people. Right, guys, have a great one. I'll see you soon. I should be back tomorrow because I am feeling, like I said, a little bit better. But yeah, have a great one, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.